Mukama yebazibwe. Olunaku olwaleero ku Rise and Shine tugenda kuba tutunuulira how to increase in our spiritual rankings. Tuyinza kwongera tutya okuba nga twongera okukula mu mwoyo, okwongera okuba nga tutuuka mu bifo ebya waggulu, okuba nga tuwangula omulabe sitaani, kubanga tutegedde nti wakati nga tuwongezeddwa mu rankings zaffe ez'omwoyo tugenda kusobola okuba nga tuconfronting emyoyo egyo egiri emabega w'obulamu bwaffe gye tutera okuba nga tustrugglinga mu bulamu. So gwe mukwano gwange ejjo njagala osubscribinge ku channel eno oyongere okuba nga oteekateeka omutima gwe oli omuweereza wa Mukama Katonda John Anosiike, engeri gy'agenda okuba nga akunnyonnyolamu how to increase in spirituality and maturity. Mukama bampeera omukisa nga muwuliriza.
I know you have a prophecy over your head, sir. That prophecy cannot come easily. There was a prophecy on the life of Joseph. So it took warfare, took discipline. He was tempted, abused, thrown into a pit, hated, in order to cause him to become negative. Because through the spirit of negativity, anger, fear, and anxiety and anxiousness, Joseph would have unlocked the spirit of destiny destruction. The spirit that destroys destinies comes from depression, demotivation, and anger. So Satan attacked Joseph with the spirit of rejection, abuse, and oppression. And he was sold by his brother to Egypt as a slave. And that young man kept a pure heart. Regardless of the troubles that he faced, he didn't turn negative. He overcame that trial. Satan went his way. Then he came again with seduction, with lusts, sexual seduction, to seduce him. And he ran for it and overcame it. Because everybody is saying, oh, you, there's a palace for you. So there is no palace. If you sleep with Potiphar's wife, you have lost your palace. You must overcome Potiphar's wife before you can gain your palace. They don't tell us, they only tell us from prison to palace, but they don't count the cost. Until your holiness and righteous living land you in a prison, you are not yet qualified for your palace. Because some of you would think that if you're righteous enough, things will begin to walk in the physical. No, all hell will break loose on you. And the more they attack you for your righteousness, the more you increase in authority. For every suffering of Joseph, he began to rank in Egypt above a governor. He ranked above a minister. He ranked above the armor bearer of the king. He didn't know that in the spirit, for everything he suffered, he was increasing in ranks in the realms. Until the day of his manifestation, he realized that his harvest was next to the president. Sir, he did not achieve it overnight. Each phase of persecution increased him in the rankings of the spirit. Right in the home of a governor, Potiphar, and he suffered and overcame the trials from that household. That was when he increased and outranked the ranking of a governor. If Joseph had not overcome the temptation of Potiphar's wife, and God still blessed him, he would have been appointed as one of the governors. Because in the realms, he's already suffered, being cast into the pit, sold as a slave. He retained his composure, his faith, and he continued in faith. So for every suffering, he increased in the ranks. That's why anytime they attack me, I don't care, I rejoice. Anytime they are anywhere they're coming from, whether within or without, I say, Lord, thank you for the next increase of rank has come. So whatever we are in the physical is end in the realms. Let me warn you. Do you know that the activities on earth in this physicality determines your ranking in the realms? Anytime I see seduction coming my way, I say, thank God. What rank is God trying to get me to? Anytime I see people accusing me for what I didn't do, I say, what other rank is the Lord promising me? Each phase of your trials determine your next crown. Don't fall into that temptation. Every temptation is a platform for your next spiritual ranking. In the realms are spirits of urges. You see, there is a realm for lusts. There is the lust of the spirit and the lust of the flesh. These are spirits. Lusts are energies, they are abilities. They are in the realm of powers. So when lust comes against you, the only way you can increase in the authority over the power of lust, over the realm and creatures of lust, is when you conquer your lust. Then when you appear in the realm of lusts, they will power. You cannot appear in the realm of lust and you committed fornication, they will respect you. Every disease that comes from fornication, every spirit that comes from fornication in form of diseases and afflictions, you have no authority to cast out, because you are a fornicator. You are already a captive of the creatures of affections, urges, and lusts. Leader. Authority is gained when the authorities of that realm have no claim in you. And they looked, and Jesus says, behold, the prince of this world cometh, but there is nothing of him in me. So that means the devil has no element, even an atom of authority in Christ, because there is no atom of Satan's belongings that is in Christ. Wake up. Let this religious madness go away. Go and conquer realms. Conquer creatures of those dimensions. Is it greed, lust, fornication, anger, unforgiveness, strife, covetousness, jealousy? These are spirits that come from realms. Meritosihida. Go and overcome every element of these creatures in you, so that you can rule them and rule over their realms. Spirit of temptation is in the atmosphere, and there is no other way to overcome temptation than to engage in an intensive prayer in the midnight, in the night. Prayers in the day cannot do much. Jesus always commanded them to pray in the night. Pray that you don't fall into the traps of the devil. So the traps have been set. So there are spirits from the realm of temptation, from the realms of traps. They will set traps against your health, against your family, against your children, against your marriage, against your ministry, against your finances, against your job, against your work, against your walk with God, against your faith. They will set that trap. And the only way to jump over that trap, the only way to undo that trap, is prayer. Wake up. Not quoting scriptures. Prayer. Prayer. And you must pray more than 1 hour. Because 2,000 years plus ago, men were commanded to pray for 1 hour. But 2,000 years ago, you'll be a fool to pray for 1 hour. 1,000 years, 1 hour. So at least between the days of Jesus to now, the least you could pray should be 2 hours, or at least you try 3 hours. At least 3 times in a week. I don't want to trouble you to pray every night, but at least twice a week or thrice a week, you should be able to make 9 videos. And in a week, you should be able to at least fast twice, 6 to 6, or 6 to 3, or 6 to 12 a.m.